So yeah, on the last video I forgot about talk about one parameter that you can tweak increasing the filling of water, which is the alpha, which is the transparency or opacity of the water shader, and we can using this parameter to tweak in the filling of water. And in this chapter, I'm going to talk about how to using the particle system and this grass asset from Polyhaven and how to download and also use it and apply on our things. So once we open the file of this from Polyhaven, which is the grass setting, we want to make sure we can copy the all the asset from this file into our thing. So yeah, as you can see, it is a bunch of grass assets that scatter with particle system on the sphere, and we wanted to copy and paste our thing. Then we can get the sphere and okay. Oh yeah, it's here. Mm. And yeah, this sphere which is okay. Now how to apply on our model, right? We can click the model that we want to scatter those grass, and we can just you know to plus control link control arrow to copy modifier. And yes, of course, now the density is too low, so we cannot see anything, or we can only see few grass. And I tweak the normal setting to make the grass. I wanted it to facing on the top, and of course, without this setting is still doable. And you can directly make those grass larger, but of course, now we get this kind of bit alien look, which is pretty cool if you want to make an alien environment. But of course, the biggest problem still is the density, the number of those grass, and you can increase in the number. But of course, when you increasing the number, it could dramatically slow down our scene for sure. Now I change the rotation into Z. Uh, now the grass are up facing the top facing upper. And yeah, as you can see, the grass is all over our model, and it's dramatically slowed down. It may be, of course, if you got a monster machine, it won't be affect your computer, I think. Yeah, and next thing I want to do is to painting which area then I want my grass to scatter on. So we go to this a property which is I think it's called model property or mesh property. I'm not sure. I can't forget. Object data property. Yeah, go to object data property. We can go to vertex group to creating a new group. I just call it group grass one, and we go to object mode to switch into waypoint. And now you can see this is our waypoint. Blue means the area that not gonna be affected. And when we paint, the color will from green to yellow, then into red, and the color more driven to the red means it's going to be affect a lot stronger. And now we can using subtract brush to remove the place that we don't want our grass to scatter on. So the red is means your grass going to scatter on those area, and the blue means none. And yeah, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. You can changing your radius of your brush. You can change the weight and the strength. And of course, I'm not pretty sure what's the difference. I kind of didn't spend decent amount of time to figure out the setting. And yeah, now we go to the particle setting and go to vertex group, and we can go to density, and we can see the area that we just paint. and we wanted to assign for this particle setting, and we want to we go back to the object mode and we turn on the modifier, and you can see. So yeah, now the grass only going to affect on the area that we just painted, and it could easier, to control. This is a one way to control where our particle, our grass to scatter on. But actually, later on the entire tutorial, I almost didn't using this at all. But I still think it's a pretty powerful approach and technique. You can definitely use it. But just I didn't use it this time. And yeah, I think this pretty much this chapter, and let's see you next chapter.